All right, so we've taken an idea to scripting it out, knowing how to format your video, and we videoed it using all the teleprompters and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna shift over here now towards the computer, and I'm gonna share with you guys just a few things about editing. Then the really nice thing about YouTube is that YouTube really doesn't require a lot of skills as far as cinematography is concerned. Like there are a million people like Kurt over here behind the camera who are so much better at editing really great looking pictures and things like that, but YouTube works where you just stand in front of a camera and you just talk. So therefore, if that's this type of video that you're doing where it's more content driven, then you're really able to cut out a lot of the unnecessary stuff here. So I'm gonna take you over to my computer and show you something that I do with every single one of my videos. So we put in a lot of work to get the right titles, the right keywords, and so when it comes here, oh, I gotta click on the right program. When it comes to starting a new project, something that I'm gonna do as well is when it comes to a new project name over here, I'm gonna be including those very same keywords that I've included in my homework already. So what I decided to title this video on YouTube is Should Christians Date Non-Christians? And then my second keyword phrase is going to be unequally yoked. And so there are two main phrases that I'm targeting with this video. This first one is this question, should Christians date non-Christians? I'll put in a question mark there. As well as this unequally yoked. And I'll actually name my file with this name because when you're uploading this up to YouTube, you're eventually at some point going to be uploading this exact file, and you'll see on the YouTube dashboard that the video file name is included in the YouTube ecosystem. So every single little clue that I can give YouTube, hey, this is what the video is about, even my video name, that's something that I'm doing very intentionally so that YouTube knows, okay, this video is definitely about this subject. So I'll create a new project here, and what will happen is, or I have a one, so let me just create a number 2 there. Okay, so I have my new project, and let's say I have my video file from when I shot the video. So I'll drag and drop it here. I'm using Final Cut Pro. By the way, you don't have to use Final Cut Pro for the type of stuff that I'm showing you. Free video software like iMovie or Windows Movie Maker work just as good because all we're really going to be doing is cutting and cutting and cutting, and that's really it. I know that a lot of filmmakers really hate jump cuts and they feel really bad when they do that. On YouTube, that is actually normal. That is expected, if not even advantageous, because of the short attention spans that people have on YouTube. So don't feel bad about jump cutting. So I'll have my video here, and I'll zoom in just a little bit here. And you'll notice this is me shooting the video. I tap the little iPhone over there to start my teleprompter, and then right at the very beginning, oh, is that the great photo? There's me right there. But I start off with my question. Should Christians date non-Christians, and what does it really mean to be unequally yoked? If you've ever had this question about Christian dating, then stay tuned. Then you'll notice that there's this really long, awkward pause in between here. And if you look at the timeline, right here, you'll see that there's a space from here to here where it's completely silent. And so each program has its different hotkeys, but for Final Cut Pro, it's Command B. I'll tap that, and what it does is it separates those two clips. I'll come over here right before the next little bit of audio comes in, and I'll hit Command B again. Then I'll just delete that middle section here. So what happens is there's a very quick transition from the question to the very next little bit. If you've ever had this question about Christian dating, then stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Justin. And so there's very little time delay there. So right in between here, I'm following our video format principles that I shared with you guys earlier. I have my, oh, I guess I got to delete this earlier bit. So I have right away diving into what is the subject about, asking those questions using the keywords. I have my logo build, and then right away I'm getting into my content. So I'll show you kind of what it looks like when it plays from start to finish. Should Christians date non-Christians, and what does it really mean to be unequally yoked? If you've ever had this question about Christian dating, then stay tuned. And then there's my logo. Once the logo is done, it continues. Hey guys, my name is Justin, and I want to welcome you to That Christian Vlogger, a place where you get to join me and experience faith in the first person. There's my pause right there. So again, I'm going to just come through here, cut this little bit out, cut that little bit out. delete that, so there's a transition. Experience faith in the first person. I make videos on practical subjects like Christian dating, or what does it really... And it's really that simple. You just go through the entire video, and you do that for every single space. You can see like right here to there, there's a dead space there, there's dead space there. I just cut all of that out, and that's pretty much everything that I do as far as editing is concerned. So I'm gonna take you towards my finished product. This is the one that I finally finished. I have all my cuts throughout here. I have a song that's here with the music. You want to make sure that it's music that you really like, but it's not going to be overpowering to the music. One thing that I love to do as a principle is to make sure right here when the video officially starts after the logo build, I like to have like a beat drop right there as a signal to the very beginning of the video. So this is what it ends up looking like. Should Christians date non-Christians, and what does it really mean to be unequally yoked? If you've ever had this question about Christian dating, then stay tuned. So there's my music. Here's the beat drop. Hey guys, my name is Justin. And that's what I do. And then I have the music go throughout the entire video there. And then at the very end, when the video is done, I just have the music kind of fade out, and I leave a little bit of black space right there where it's just completely empty as the music fades out, because you'll be able to add your end cards, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And that's pretty much how the video is done. And so once you have that, you cut and paste everything. You have your music there. If you want, you can add some kind of text to the video, and that's pretty much all that I do. I don't do any color grading. I don't do any other kind of cropping or anything else like that. It's very, very, very simple. If you follow the format that we've been working with, as far as following your script and everything else like that, you can actually do the editing in, I would say, average, it takes me a little bit under an hour to do this. Most of my work goes on the front end of the video, writing everything out, making sure I do everything in generally smooth takes, and then it's just cut, 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 and you're good to go. So when then I export it, you come over here to the top corner, you can export it straight to YouTube or to 4K or whatever it is, however you want to do it. So if you wanted to go straight to YouTube, it'll immediately pull up your title right there. And you want to make sure that this is the title that you're going for. One thing that I want to make sure that you guys do before you publish your videos is that make sure that it uploads in the private setting. And this is because we still have a little bit more work to do before the video actually goes live to your viewers and your subscribers. So make sure that your video uploads as private, because we're going to be doing some other things, and we'll be talking about that in the next video.